All right, so you see stories here on the news all the time about deadly car crashes, and the numbers have been going up over the last few years. The National Safety Council found that 46,000 people died on the roads last year nationwide, up 9% from the year before. And that's with traffic still below what it was before the pandemic. So there's a group of bills at the state capitol in Albany called the Crash Victims' Rights and Safety Act. 8 measures that include things like letting municipalities lower their speed limits to 25 miles an hour if they want, encouraging street designs that keep pedestrians and bicyclists in mind, and requiring pedestrian and bicyclist safety to be part of the course that drivers take to get their licenses. Here to talk about all of that is the head of a group advocating for those bills. Amy Cohen leads the Safe Streets Coalition. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for coming on to talk about this. And, we mentioned a few of the measures there that you're advocating for. Specifically, tell us how you think that this Bill of Rights would make things safer out on the roads.
Well, the Crash Victims' Rights and Safety Act is a life-saving package of bills, and I am here to tell you personally that the price of not acting is too high. So I am leading this coalition, but I am also head of an organization called Families for Safe Streets. And all of us in FSS have lost a family member in a crash. And for me, it is 8 years since I lost my 12-year-old son. He was just trying to get from school to soccer practice, and that should not have to be a deadly act. Every single day in New York State, 3 people like my son are killed. And as you pointed out, it has only gotten worse. New York State is horrific. Traffic deaths are up 20% since the pandemic began. We have the cure to prevent these crashes, to prevent families like mine from unimaginable heartache. We just need our elected officials to act. So as you pointed out, the package will address some of the most dangerous driving conditions, designing our streets so that people drive carefully and safely and follow the speed limit, allowing municipalities to lower their speed limits to 25. The city of Buffalo has signed on in support of the package of bills, as have many other cities across the state, and over 100 organizations have joined the New York State Safe Streets Coalition, urging the legislature to pass this life-saving package of bills.
I wonder what type of opposition that you're seeing here. What is the counter argument, and how are you kind of, going at trying to convince people to come to your side of this?
I mean, truthfully, there really is no organized opposition. It's just a matter of, getting things done in Albany. Really, only a very small percentage of bills that are introduced every year are passed. So that is why we are organizing, bringing together people like me who've paid the highest price for failure to act, with local school groups, community organizations. We have hospitals from across the state who have signed on in support because they are seeing people who are seriously injured after a crash, or who are, lose their life in the hospitals. And so they are saying enough is enough, and we need these solutions to be put in place this legislative session.
Amy, I've only got 30 seconds left, but I want to ask you, I know that you were optimistic about this last year. It didn't get done. We have a month left in the session this year. Are you confident this is going to get done, or are you hopeful?
Several of the bills have already made it through the Senate Transportation Committee and have dates for getting voted on the Senate floor. We just need the same sense of urgency from the New York State Assembly, and we are confident we can make that happen. We're going to Albany on Wednesday with participants from across the state, a couple of bus loads of people, to meet with our state representatives and urge passage of the bills.
Amy Cohen is the leader for the Safe Streets Coalition. Thank you for sharing your personal story. I know that cannot be easy, and thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you.